Dickinson for the point. Back to better through the block and down. Field goal. Active pass. He'll look to fire deep and intercepted. Stretchy diving. He's in.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome inside the Bruin Den. It's EDC Volleyball on this Tuesday night here on yourliveevent.com. I'm Chase Miller, and we got a good one for you. It is Fargo Davies in alongside the Fargo South Bruins here on a Tuesday, August the 31st night. Fargo South at 5-2 on the season, their first conference match, and it's the same for the Fargo Davies Eagles as well. They are 5-2 on the season, and it's their opening conference match here against two crosstown rivals. Fargo South comes in from a year ago with a mark of 11-17, 5-15 in the EDC. The Bruins are looking to make the state tournament for the first time since 2014. It's been a little while here for the Bruins, but they did a nice job to open the season out at the East-West crossover in Bismarck this past weekend. They opened with a 3-set win against Williston, swept Dickinson, won 2-1 against Mandan, lost to Century 2-1, and then lost to Jamestown 3-0, but rallied back for wins over Watford City and St. Mary's. On the opposite side for the Fargo Davies Eagles, also in that EDC WDA crossover in the capital city, they opened with 4 straight wins against Bismarck, Legacy, Dickinson High, and Monmouth High, all won 2-1. Got swept then by Century and Jamestown, bounced back with a 2-1 win over Bismarck St. Mary's. And now for the first time between these teams here in the season, we might see a 4 or 5 setter. When you play those tournaments in a short amount of time with the teams, they just go 3 sets. You'll play it no matter what, all 3 sets. But now we might have a chance at a 4th or 5 setter. The last 5 setter between the Bruins and the Eagles, that came on September 4th of 2014, in which Davies won 3-2. In fact, Davies has owned this match between these two programs since 2014. Davies has 13 consecutive wins against Fargo South, including the EDC tournament and the regular season. The last loss for Fargo Davies against the Bruins, October 21st of 2014, right here at the Bruin Den, 3-1. Fargo Davies finished 3rd last year. They beat Jamestown in the 3rd place match, going 27-7 overall and 16-4 in the EDC. They won the state championship back in 2019, and for this Eagles program under Coach Tona Safransky, or now the head coach, that is Carolyn Olson, they have made the state tournament 9 consecutive seasons from 2012 through 2020. So there's a little history between the Bruins and the Eagles. When we come back after this, we'll take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard. Also, some more events coming up on yourliveevent.com. Again, check us out on Facebook or on Twitter by searching Your Live Event, or check out all the games that we have across the upper Midwest in North Dakota and Minnesota at yourliveevent.com. The great thing for you, it's free to watch. Tell your grandma, tell your folks, tell your parents as well. Again, free to watch and free to watch on demand here on Your Live Event. Chase Miller with you from the Bruin Den. It's EDC Volleyball tonight between Fargo South and Fargo Davies. Got about 14 minutes or so before we get to the national anthem, starting lineups, and the first serve tonight. We'll see who can get to 6 wins on the season. Both teams again at 5-2. It's the conference opener between the Eagles and the Bruins, and you're listening to yourliveevent.com.
At Oak Grove Lutheran School, your student will receive an education focused on strong academics, faith formation, and a heart for service. Oak Grove challenges students to discover their potential and create a better world. From sports, music, theater, and robotics, students will find a place to grow their talents. The mission of Oak Grove Lutheran School is to express God's love by nurturing students for academic achievement, lifelong Christian commitment, and loving service throughout the world. Learn more at oakgrovelutheran.com.
Spiegelman does put the effort and time into their employees by training them.
It's something that you think you couldn't do, but you can actually do it because you were trained to do it.
Once I got my confidence up, now I just feel pride.
I'm very proud to be leading the team that builds the toughest product in the manufacturing and agricultural industry.
As we're back here on yourliveevent.com, EDC Volleyball tonight between the Fargo South Bruins and the Fargo Davies Eagles. Your out-of-town scoreboard looks like this. West Fargo Cheyenne travels across I-29 and Highway 2 tonight up to Devil's Lake, squaring off with the Firebirds. Cheyenne at 5-2 on the season. Devil's Lake at 0-6. Fargo Shanley going up to Grand Forks, going up against the Rough Riders of Red River. The Rough Riders at 1-5 on this season. Fargo Shanley currently at 5-2. Valley City comes 60 miles east to Fargo North, and they go up against the Spartans in the Spartan Dome tonight. The Highliners at 2-5 on the year. Fargo North at 5-1, and the West Fargo Packers, they travel down to Wahpeton. West Fargo clash with Bismarck Century in the Class A Volleyball Championship a year ago at the Fargo Dome. They finished as runners-up. So West Fargo at Wahpeton tonight, down in Wahpeton. The West Fargo Packers on the year, they are 5-2. Wahpeton at 2-5, and in fact, out in the East-West clash in Bismarck last weekend, you had 6 teams in the EDC come out with at least 5 wins. Cheyenne, West Fargo, Shanley, South, and Davies all finished 5-2. Fargo North at 5-1. Valley City 2-5 alongside with Wahpeton. You have Red River at 1-5, and Devils Lake and Central looking for their first wins of the season respectively at 0-6 again for the Firebirds and 0-7 for the Grand Forks Central Knights. The tournament to make note of, you don't want to think about it the last day in August, especially when it's a perfect day to grill outside. Some 80-some degrees, a little warm and humid, still has that summer air in the field. But a couple short months from now, the EDC Volleyball Tournament begins in November. On November the 6th for the play-in round, you want to be in the top 5 of the EDC Tournament. Seeds 6 through 8 would then host seeds 9 through 11 in the EDC play-in on November the 6th. The tournament then moves to the higher seeds, so seeds 1 through 4 in the quarterfinals on November the 9th. Then it goes to Grand Forks, Red River, and loser out game state qualifier games and the EDC Championship Friday, November 12th and Saturday, November the 13th. The state tournament will be at the Bismarck Event Center November 18th through the 20th. Been a little while since Bismarck has hosted state volleyball. We've seen over the years Minot and the Minot State Dome. We've seen the Fargo Dome, but the Bismarck Event Center will get the task to host the state volleyball tournament in the North Dakota High School Activities Association this coming November. Up next for Fargo South after tonight, they will play against Grand Forks Central on the first upcoming, and alongside for Fargo Davies, they will have a game with Fargo North on September the 2nd. Next game on your live event for Davies will be on September the 14th against Shanley. For the Fargo South Bruins, their next contest on your live event will be against Fargo Davies in their next series meeting on September the 30th. Our pregame show continues after this. We'll take a look at what's coming up on your live event this week. Specifically, we can just kind of camp a tent here at Fargo South. We have some soccer on Thursday and alongside with football on Friday. We'll let you know about that on our pregame show when we return. It's Fargo South and Fargo Davies and EDC Volleyball tonight here on yourliveevent.com.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event. If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting.
The Ada EDA is committed to improving the quality of life for Ada residents by providing assistance to new and small businesses, developing and assisting with affordable housing to provide economic growth in our community, and including building incentives with affordable lots in great locations with amenities, and also city property tax abatement and free city utilities. For information, contact City of Ada 784-5522 or visit the City of Ada website adamn.gov.
On yourliveevent.com inside the Fargo South Bruin Den High School tonight. Chase Miller with you here on your live event. Going to be a fun one this evening. Two squads at 5-2 on the season, both with their conference opener. Let's take a look at what's coming up on your live event this week, specifically here as part of the EDC. On Thursday, boys soccer at Fargo South as Fargo North squares off with the Fargo South Bruins. That match will be at 5 o'clock on Thursday. Note the time, 5 o'clock on Thursday. Then you have EDC volleyball, EDC football. It is 11A Fargo South also against Fargo North. That game will kick off at 7:30 on Friday night. Again, Friday night, 7:30 between Fargo South and Fargo North for this week. Just happened to be that we're going to be at Fargo South High School. Thanks to Mike Beaton, the activities director, for setting us up. And make sure for the complete schedule for Fargo Davies and Fargo South Athletics, we have volleyball, we have football, and alongside we have boys soccer here in the fall. Same thing once we get into the winter. We'll be doing girls and boys basketball, wrestling, and hockey as well, both for boys and girls. So if there's a sport out there in the Red River Valley, we're going to be covering it. Make sure you go to yourliveevent.com. Take a look at Fargo Davies from some of the players they lost from a year ago. A lot of heavy hitters. Grace Solberg, an outside hitter, first-team All-Stater and All-EDC. She was part of the Optimist Volleyball Series that took place at West Fargo and alongside Bismarck this past summer. Justice Thielgis, the libero All-EDC performer, and Maggie Kruger, a setter outside hitter All-EDC. So for Carolyn Olson, she had to get a couple new players in from a pretty big senior class as well. One that they'll rely on is Ava Wild, All-EDC as a junior a year ago. 6 foot outside hitter here for Ava Wild for the Fargo Davies Eagles. So there's a couple of players who they lost, but they're going to be rotating a number of girls in here tonight, talking with the head coach again for Fargo Davies, Carolyn Olson. She may mention you're going to see anywhere from 8, 9, maybe 10 players in the rotation as this season progresses. First conference game, you got all of September, all of October before you get to the EDC tournament, so you got plenty of time to start seeing what your rotation looks like and how you can maybe tweak it a little bit throughout the first couple weeks of the EDC season. On the opposite side, for the Fargo South Bruins, you look at their roster, and they're going to have 5 seniors on the roster and some players to make note of. One of those is Laura Green, the libero, already with 93 digs in just 7 matches this year. She stands at 5'4" even for the senior. Then you got a couple of other seniors to make note of. That's Ruth Deutsch, 6 foot even senior right side hitter, 31% kill percentage so far on the year. And then a underclassman, Tegan Malo, the 6 foot sophomore, has a above 40% kill percentage. So some players to make note of here for Fargo South, and Peyton Weglechner, the head coach here for the Fargo South Bruins. Fargo South, 4 state titles in their program history, latest in 2007 for the Fargo Davies Eagles. 1 state championship in their program history. That was in 2019, a 3-1 win over Bismarck Century. Davies swept the Bruins last year in the 2 series meetings, 3-1 on September the 3rd of 2020 at Fargo Davies. Then they took care of business 3-0 here at Fargo South on October the 3rd. The next meeting between Fargo South and alongside Fargo Davies, that is going to be on September the 30th at Davies at 7 p.m. A game right here again on your live event. Quick timeout. We're back after this to wrap up our Irie Insurance pregame show. You're listening to EDC Volleyball here tonight on yourliveevent.com.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
Also tonight, coming up on your live event, you can watch it on yourliveevent.com. That is Hillsborough Central Valley at Fargo Oak Grove here this evening. Joe Morgan has the call in downtown Fargo between the Burrows and Fargo Oak Grove in a little Class B volleyball. Again, it's going to be that time of the year. Once you get to Labor Day weekend, you know the Minnesota side of the border is just chomping at the bit to get back today, kind of driving through DGF in Barnesville. Saw some kids back in classes, saw some other schools kind of getting ready for the first of the year, which starts after Labor Day, depending on where you're at in Minnesota. In North Dakota, everyone's officially back in school and getting ready for what the fall season is going to be. For Fargo Davies student section, a little blackout tonight. For the Fargo South student section, you have Jersey night. What we've seen from last year with COVID protocols is if Fargo South is on the left side of your screen, they will stay on the left side of your screen in terms of their benches, and the same for the Fargo Davies Eagles. They will stay to the right side of your screen. This started last year with some of the COVID-19 protocols. I know here at Fargo South, if you would come to this evening's game, and that's particularly indoors, you would be required to wear a mask as well. So just some of the things to make sure of. Some school districts are going without masks. Others are requiring masks. Just make sure if you are traveling out there in between school districts, take a look ahead and see what some of the protocols are going to be all about. The Fargo South Bruins at 5 wins and 2 losses on the season. They are 0-0 in the conference. For the Fargo Davies Eagles, they are 5-2 on the season, and also it is their conference opener. For this EDC volleyball tonight, trying to get off to a good start. As you can hear from a lot of times when talking to coaches, you might not be able to lose a conference championship on game number 1 or win it, but it goes a long way in just trying to get some confidence and also trying to get a little bit of a leg up on potential teams, especially if you're going into a little bit more of a head-to-head. That does it for our Irie Insurance pregame show. We're back after this with the starting lineups and the opening serve from Fargo South here on yourliveevent.com.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With YourLiveEvent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with Your Live Event.
Degelman does put the effort and time into their employees by training them.
It's something that you think you couldn't do, but you can actually do it because you were trained to do it.
Once I got my confidence up, now I just feel pride.
I'm very proud to be leading the team that builds the toughest product in the manufacturing and agricultural industry.
Back here at Fargo South High School, the Irie Insurance pregame show is just about to wrap up as we're getting set for another volleyball match between the Fargo Davies Eagles and alongside the Fargo South Bruins. Chase Miller with you here from Fargo South High. Some of the introductory lineups are being announced right now for non-reserves for Fargo Davies, clad in their cardinal red with Vegas gold numerals and lettering in the front and along the side here for Fargo Davies. The Fargo South Bruins, they'll be in their gold uniforms with black little numbers and numerals with some brown trims. For the Fargo Davies Eagles, here's what you're going to see in terms of their rotation tonight. Ava Wild, the senior 6-foot hitter. You have Ellie Krenz at 5'7", a senior. Kaylee Saylor at 5'8", sophomore. Kaya Davidson at 5'5". Julia Libner, a senior at 5'11". Camille Derringer, junior at 5'11". Taylor Safransky at 5'7", senior. Maya Miller, a 6-foot junior. And Macy Wielden, a 6'2" junior. Take a look at the Fargo South Bruins for some of their starters and non-starters here. Fargo South, Madison Jackson at 5'7", a junior setter. Laura Green at 5'4", a senior libero. Emma Dalby, 6-foot junior. Also a junior, Jen Gard at 5'8", junior. Bryn Nelson, a senior, 5'9", outside hitter. Ruth Deutsch, a senior at 6 foot even, and the same for Tegan Malo at 6 foot sophomore here for the Fargo South Bruins. So we're going to see anywhere from 7, 8, 9 girls getting a little bit of rotation time. Just depends on the set as well, and depending on where you go. High school volleyball, you have winner up to 3. First one to win 3 sets earns the volleyball match. If it does go to set number 5, you will go to 15 points. Rally scoring, and you got to win by 2. Fargo South and Fargo Davies are just about moments away from first serve tonight as we're getting close to the bottom of the hour here on this Tuesday. Again, yourliveevent.com, social media on Twitter or Facebook. Just search Your Live Event. One of the other games, again, Fargo Davies and Hillsborough Central Valley, just one of 4 games here on this conduct. Going to be fun to see where Fargo South and Fargo Davies are. Normally what you would see would be 2 teams getting ready to go and give each other a little bit of a high five in the center part of your screen there right at the midline. Instead, because of COVID protocols, it is going to be 2 teams that are just giving each other a little bit of a wave. So again, with COVID-19 rules, making sure everyone's all right, wearing masks if you're not in, just depending on the team. Fargo South across your screen will be going left to right. Fargo Davies right to left as we get ready here on this Tuesday night for EDC Volleyball. Good-looking crowd here inside the Bruin Den across the way. Parents, spectators, grandparents, alongside a pretty good 2 student sections here on this Tuesday night. Fargo Davies and Fargo South. Laura Green will rotate in as the officials make sure everyone's good to go. Note Ryan, who's the captain, if they have any protocol or someone to talk with for a little bit of an issue. And Fargo Davies is ready to get underway here to start this volleyball match. It's going to be Safransky here for Fargo Davies. First serve is going to be underway at 7:24 tonight as she gets And into play. Here comes the serve. Going to be dug out in the middle. Fargo Davies will set it back. Set coming down the line. Going to be partially blocked at the net, but getting the kill is going to be Ruth Deutsch. The southpaw comes in for kill number 1 on this Tuesday. Nice way to start for Fargo Davies. Quick pass. Good set. And Deutsch delivers off a little bit of a block there by the Eagles. And coming on to serve now for the Fargo South Bruins. Wakala comes in. Safransky sets near side. This one at the net. Safransky got away with one there. Fargo South went to try to double block, but Dalby and Jackson just kind of saw the ball go across, and it will be a point here for Fargo Davies. When you look at it in the column, they always say sometimes it doesn't matter how you score a touchdown, the 2 points in basketball or get the hockey goal. Same here for volleyball. Service coming for the Eagles. That one goes over the net. Dug out in the back by Green. Here comes the 10-foot line. Fargo South is able to get it over. Safransky now will set near sideline. Ava Wild hammers one down the line for the kill. That's why she was an all-EDC performer from a year ago, and she's got some more high hopes for a Fargo Davies girls basketball team that had a really good run last year to the Bismarck Event Center. Service on the way for Saylor, the sophomore. All the way back at the end line, coming into a running jump serve. That goes over the net. Dug out back left corner by the Bruins. Green goes to the opposite side, and it's just bounced over on 3. Safransky back set outside. Coming is Derringer. Fargo South able to keep alive as they handle it. That Scar gets it over on 3. Fargo Davies coming to Wild. Wild goes cross, scored, dug out right at the net. Wild then slams it back home. They're going to ask for an over the net, and it is an over a net violation here on Ava Wild. So give the point to Fargo South, and we're knotted at 2 apiece. They're just going to say that Ava Wild, her hand went over the net. You can spike it home, but you just can't bring your whole palm and just bury it home like you're going to dunk a basketball. And Fargo South now will serve. Hawley, the freshman, comes into a running jump serve back left corner. She's serving at 98% on the season. And oh, what a softball changeup there from Fargo Davies libero. Kai Davidson gets the kill. Just gets one a little bit over, pulls the string, and Davies now leads it 3-2 in this EDC conference match. Service here for Fargo Davies. Wheeldon, the junior, comes into the serve. Fargo South with the bump as they have it outside. Coming one and rifling it home. Guard, the 5'8 junior, goes down the line and gets one to go. And if this is any indication of what we're going to get here tonight, buckle up. We're tied at 3 apiece here in this volleyball set. Set number 1 between Fargo Davies and Fargo South. Fargo Davies runs into this one, and they get the kill with Ava Wild. It's now 4-3, Fargo Davies. As we get you updated on your scoreboard at home as well, 4-3, Fargo Davies, set number 1, making a couple substitutions and rotating players in. Here comes Krenz. Krenz will come on to serve. Little walking jump serve here. That one gets over the net, and our first ace of the night. Give it to Krenz. Krenz gets the ace, her first of the evening for Davies, and Davies takes their largest lead early here at 5-3. Krenz comes into a serve again. Green will have to dig it out in the back as it goes to the 10-foot line and a bump over on 3 for the Bruins. Here comes a set for Davies. Krenz goes to the near side to Wild. Nice job by Green to keep it alive, and they punch it over on 3, but we're going to get a double hit here from Fargo South. So Davies now up 6-3. It was 3-3 at one point, but now we're seeing Fargo Davies with 3 straight points have the advantage by 3 here for the visiting Eagles. Coming on to serve is Krenz. Krenz with that running jump serve gets it over. Fargo South able to set, goes to the middle, looking back left, and that's going to be a kill. Malo at 6 foot stands out in the middle, able to get enough on it and get the point, and more importantly, the side out for Fargo South as they're back within 2. Bruins on to serve. This will be with Jackson. Jackson serves. That goes to the back left corner. Fargo Davies back sets to Wild. She has the tip, and she finds it. Just got enough of the tip to get that one over for a kill. Her 3rd kill of this first set. It's 7-4 Fargo Davies. And the aforementioned Wild will come on and serve. Wild serves, goes to the back right corner dugout there from Fargo South. They come through looking just to get one over, and they get the point. Getting one right at the line there for the Bruins was Maya Miller, able to try to block it, but it went on her side, and we're going to get a point coming down here for the Bruins. Fargo South comes on to serve. As coming on to serve will be guard, Jen Guard. Coming into a jump serve here. Wild tries to get the dig in the back. Fargo Davies will just have to bump it over here on 3. Goes to guard to the middle. Jackson sets, goes to the outside, punched over on 3. Here comes Fargo Davies now with it. They're going to get the kill on the cross court. That's Saylor, the 5'8" sophomore, hammering one home. Saylor gets her first kill of the night. Fargo Davies will come on with Davidson. Kaya Davidson on to serve the libero. As she does, that one gets over the net. Fargo Davies looks to reset. Fargo South gets it over on 3, but they'll say it was over the pole on the out-of-bounds side, and it'll be a point here for Fargo Davies. So Fargo Davies now leads it 9-5, and we have a timeout on the floor. We'll break with them. You're listening to EDC Volleyball tonight. First set, Davies up by 4 here on yourliveevent.com.
The Ada EDA is committed to improving the quality of life for Ada residents by providing assistance to new and small businesses, developing and assisting with affordable housing to provide economic growth in our community, and including building incentives with affordable lots in great locations with amenities, and also city property tax abatement and free city utilities. For information, contact City of Ada 784-5522 or visit the City of Ada website adamn.gov.
Gotta love a high school rivalry game. You got one student section chanting, another student section cheering Fargo Davies right now with the advantage, 9-5 over Fargo South, and what already feels like a really early season contest between these two teams. Fargo South and Fargo Davies looking to get that first conference win on the year. Here comes the serve, dug out by Fargo South as they get to the 10-foot line. A deep push, dug out in the back. Fargo Davies comes on to set with Krenz and hammering one home. The 6'2" junior Macy Wielden delivers. Right in the middle, one-on-one, and Wielden says thank you very much and gets her first kill of this first set. 10-5 now, Fargo Davies with the advantage. So the Eagles will take the point as they handle it. Goes back right corner, dug out by Fargo South. They come to the middle, and nice job on the find there by the Bruins. The lefty again, Deutsch, saw two blockers come to her, saw a nice little angle in the left-hand side to say, hey, there's no Eagles there, so easy spot for me to deliver, and able to get Fargo South the point. It's now Fargo South down by 4. We'll see if they can get a run going. Here comes Green on the serve, and that goes out of play, and a point and a side out for Fargo Davies. Miscues against a good team will haunt you no matter where you are in volleyball or what particular sport, as Safransky comes on to serve here for the Eagles. Taylor Safransky, the 5'7" senior, onto a little serve. Fargo South back set, trying to get it over, and that's going to be a point and kill. Good back set, but better job by Emma Dalby to recompose herself a little bit, get the point, and get the kill. 11-7, Davies with the advantage here over Fargo South in this volleyball match. On to serve is Wakala. Marissa comes on, nice looking serve. Safransky sets, and she's going to go into that. She was trying to make sure she didn't go under the end line. She did, and it's a point for the Bruins. So as we talked about, a miscue just a moment ago for Fargo South. Davies gets it right back. At one point, Davies was up 11-7. We'll see if the Bruins can get something going here off the serve. Wild with the dig. Safransky with the bump. Trying to hit one home is Saylor. She cannot, goes into the net. And the Bruins right now with 3 straight points, just down by 2. Fargo South will serve. Wakala will come on and serve. Dug out there by Wild. Safransky keeps it alive, and they bump it over on 3. And this one goes out of play, and we'll see if Coach Olson maybe takes a timeout or not. She goes back down to the bench. Going to let her girls kind of play it out. We've seen this from Carolyn over the years, whether she was at Red River or Davies, try to let her girls figure it out. Safransky near side, here comes it. Fargo South keeps it alive. Nice job by Wakala. Here comes the tip. Fargo Davies with Safransky now to Wild. 10-foot line into the net, and don't you know, we're knotted at 11 apiece. 5 straight points here for Fargo South, and we're tied at 11. South on to serve. Here they go. Just goes over the net, kept alive from Fargo Davies with Saylor. Now it's over on 3 with Derringer. Fargo South with a front serve. And the Eagles keep alive. What a job by Davidson, but then it goes into net. Davidson absolutely sold out to get to that volleyball. Unfortunate for the Eagles. They were unable to keep that one alive after the monster spike by Dalby. It's now 12-11 Fargo South here in set number 1. Davies just gets it over on 2 with Safransky. Here comes the back set by Jackson, blocked at the net. That time is Dalby, and the double block there for the Eagles. The 1-2 punch of Saylor and Wheeldon, and there's the block for the Eagles, and they get off number 11 in terms of points. We're now tied at 12 apiece. Eagles coming on to serve. Now we'll see if the Eagles can try to get a little run going, or can Fargo South keep momentum on their side. They get a deep push on the tip. Ava Wild, 10-foot line, keeps it alive. Back set Safransky. Here comes the lefty for Fargo Davies and Derringer. And then it goes to the middle of the net, and Wheeldon gets the kill. Now, Fargo South bench, they want it to be a net violation on the Eagles, and said Wheeldon will get her second kill of this match. And it's a 13-12 lead here for the Fargo Davies Eagles. Fargo Davies on to serve. Coming running jump serve. This one gets over. Nice job by Green getting down to the floor, keeping it alive, and then she has to bump it over on 3. As she does, goes to Safransky, middle side, Wild, double blocked at the net as they get it to the outside here for Fargo South. That's with Nelson, and Nelson gets the kill. Bryn Nelson racks up her first kill of the night, and we're tied at 13 apiece. Largest lead for Fargo Davies at one point was 11-6. Fargo South came back, took a 1-point edge, and that's how we got this 13-13 match here in set number 1. Amelia Hawley will come on for the running jump serve. Great serve all the way to the back, kept alive by Wild, and Safransky has to get over on 3. Green gives it to Jackson. Here comes the block by Wild. Trying to get the pushover was Dalby. Wild instead gets the block, and it's going to be a 14-13 edge here for the Eagles. Wheeldon comes on to serve for Fargo Davies in front of her own student section. Blackout night for the Eagles. Here comes a serve by Wheeldon, and that's going to go out of play. Service error. We're knotted at 14 apiece. Substitution here for the Fargo South Bruins. Tegan Malo will check in, and for the libero, Laura Green. On to serve is Bryn Nelson. Nelson comes on to serve this one. As she does, goes to the middle. Wild with the dig, Safransky with the back set. Here it comes across. Any touch, or was it out? There is no touch after the spike by Derringer, and Fargo South gets the point, and more importantly, the lead at 15-14. Awfully close right there. Kind of looked at all the officials, making sure we were good to go. Fargo South with Dalby will come on to the serve, as she does, and all service error here for the Bruins. It's now a 15-15 game. Green will check back in on the rotation for Fargo South. For Fargo Davies, they'll also make a couple of substitutions as Ellie Krenz, the senior setter, checks back in, and Julia Libner, the right hitter, will come in as well. The aforementioned Krenz on to serve. Tied at 15 apiece here in set number 1. Fargo South able to get to the middle as they get it, and just a little bit of a miss hit there by the mid-hitter for the Bruins in Malo. Fargo Davies will take it up by 1. Trying to get the set that time was Jackson. Jackson came into this match with 177 assists and 3. Make that 7 matches so far this year. Fargo Davies able to get it over. Fargo South answers. Here comes Wild, now 10-foot line, and that is in. She got just enough of the back line from the official for the kill, her 4th of the match. And Fargo Davies now leads it 17-15. We'll see if we maybe get a timeout. by the Bruins. Instead, just getting some instructions from the coach. Peyton Wigleitner, the head coach for the Bruins. Fargo Davies with Krenz on to serve. As she does, goes to the back right. Bruins then with the set outside. Coming down the line, and that's a facial. Oh, what an absolute hit from Fargo South's guard. The 5'8" junior, Jen Gard, gets the kill. Her second of this set. And Fargo South is just down by a point. First one at 25, win by 2. This one dug out by Fargo Davies. Back set, they go to Wild. Wild just tries to ever so slightly get it over on 3. She can. It hits the top of the net and goes back on her side, and we're knotted at 17 apiece. Again, at one point it was 11-6. Fargo Davies. South on to serve. Here it comes. Dug out back right corner. Fargo Davies with Krenz. Front sets, gets it down, and that's going to be off the deflection and a kill for the Eagles and Libner. Libner gets the kill. Fargo Davies with the point, up by 1 now here in set number 1, and Ava Wild will come on to serve. It's been fun to see Ava continue to mature and grow into the volleyball player, basketball player as well. Part of, again, 2 state tournament teams last year here for the Eagles if you just look at those 2 sports in general. Fargo Davies going to get the block at the net, but it goes out of bounds. There's the kill by Ruth Deutsch, her 3rd of the contest, and Fargo South will make a substitution as Bryn Nelson will check in for Amelia Hawley. We're tied at 18 apiece as the Bruins are coming on to serve. Here it comes, just gets over the net. Oh, what a find and what an ace by Fargo South. The Bruins pick up the ace. That's with Gard. Jen Gard gets the ace, and Fargo Davies gets the point, up by 1. Gard will see if she can do it again. Wild there with the dig, back right corner. Here it comes down the line, out of play. Fargo Davies with the miss hit there by Saylor, and it's a 20-18 advantage here for Fargo South. The Bruins 5 points away from potentially winning match number 1. Gard comes on to serve. As she does a little running jump serve, dug up back left corner. Fargo Davies can't keep it going. And don't look now, what was a 18-18 tie is now a 21-18 lead here for the Fargo South Bruins. As Gard continues to serve, working left to right across your screen. Here it comes, Gard yet again. Dug out back left corner, but the pass goes nowhere from Wild. And Gard gets another ace. It's 4 straight points for the Bruins, 22-18, and Fargo Davies wants to take a timeout. We'll break with them. It's a 3 points away for Fargo South, trying to win set number 1 in EDC Volleyball tonight on yourliveevent.com.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
As we're back here inside Fargo South High School, as we get the serve, and Gard almost gets another ace. Instead, Fargo Davies gets it over on 3. There is going to be Green. They get it over with Deutsch. Fargo Davies keeps this one alive, trying to cut into that deficit. This one blocked at the net. Oh, what a block by Ruth Deutsch, part of the block party there. The Twin Towers in the middle with her and Malo. First block of the night for the Eagles and Deutsch, and Fargo South right now just 2 points away, up by 23-18. Here comes the serve. Fargo Davies with it outside, trying to get the kill was Saylor. Instead kept alive. Here comes just a little touch. Fargo Davies gets down, and we might have a net violation, and we will. A net violation here on Fargo South. So the point goes to Fargo Davies, a desperately needed point. 23-19 Bruins. Fargo Davies coming on to serve with Davidson. Davidson comes into this one, gets it over. Fargo South, Green trying to look over her teammate there in Nelson, just going to get a good pass to start, and Fargo Davies gets the point. Both Davies and South with one timeout remaining here in set number one as Davidson comes back on to serve. This one goes over, blocked at the net. They go to the middle. Deutsch off the deflection off Wheeldon and gets the kill. Ruth Deutsch gets the kill in the South student section across the way. Jersey Night on their feet here as the libero senior Laura Green has a chance to put this one away in set number one for the Bruins. Green will come into your screen in a second. There she is. Running jump serve goes to the other libero and Davidson. Fargo Davies goes down. They blocked at the net. Wild is there on the cover. Here's a set, goes across. Fargo South there with the dig and Jackson. Now to Green. Back to the 10-foot line. Fargo South goes across the way. Davidson digs it out. Goes to the back serve. Here comes it, and it's a kill. Fargo Davies gets the kill with Libner, her second of this set. And it's a 24-21 first set. Fargo South again 24, Fargo Davies 21. And Safransky will have to get a little run going here for the Eagles. Safransky on to serve. As she does, gets over the net. They go outside for Fargo South and kept alive. Back to the middle. Deutsch tries to get the kill. Safransky's there. Weldon goes down, and it's going to be a miss hit by Weil, and that's final. Fargo Davies and Fargo South. Set number one goes to South, 25-21. We'll be back after this with the second set. You're listening to EDC Volleyball. Set number one goes to the Bruins here on YourLiveEvent.com.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to YourLiveEvent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With YourLiveEvent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with Your Live Event.
Degelman does put the effort and time into their employees by training them.
It's something that you think you couldn't do, but you can actually do it because you were trained to do it.
Once I got my confidence up, now I just feel pride.
I'm very proud to be leading the team that builds the toughest product in the manufacturing and agricultural industry.
As we're back here on YourLiveEvent.com, Fargo South wins set number one, 25-21 over Fargo Davies. The Bruins again looking to beat Fargo Davies for the first time since October the 21st of 2014. It's been 13 consecutive matches here that Davies has beaten Fargo South. Fargo South with a good way to start here in a set number one, 25-21 21. Fargo South Bruins. Nice little run again. They were down 11-6 at one point. Came back, tied it up at 17 apiece, but since it was 17-17, they never trailed for the remainder of set number one. We'll see what some of the adjustments are made here in set number two for Coach Olson and Fargo Davies and the rotation that they have out there. A lot of scrappers for both these two teams hitting the floor, keeping it alive. One thing probably from both coaches, whether it's Peyton for Fargo South or Carolyn for Fargo Davies, probably talking a little bit again about the miscues and some of the mishits and limiting the mistakes. Just get the ball over, play some defense, and try to limit your opponent in making to that particular mistake. Here comes Green on to start set number two here at Fargo South. A running jump serve as she does. Dug in the back by Weil. Now it's set by Safransky down the line, and that's a kill. Fargo Davies with Saylor gets the kill, and the aforementioned Saylor comes on to serve. She'll come on. A little running jump serve. That one's going to go out of play on the end line. And we're tied at one apiece. So Fargo Davies with the point. Fargo South with a point. Fargo South on to make a substitution. We'll call him Marissa, 5'1" junior. Will come on here for the Fargo South Bruins. Wakala gets this one over. Dug out by Davidson. Here's Safransky back set. Getting it over on three with the push. There's the Eagles there with Derringer. And then we're going to have the hit. They're asking for a touch. There is no touch by Fargo South with Bryn Nelson. And the point will go to Fargo Davies. Wielden Macy, the 6'2" junior, on to serve here for the Eagles as they are up 2-1 now in set number two. This one comes right into the net, and Fargo South will take the point and take this one at 2 points apiece. Fargo Davies and Fargo South. What you're seeing from the Bismarck, we're going to have a quick little timeout here for a second. Excuse me. Carolyn Olson was asking where the officials here. There comes the back set dump. Nice job by Safransky there as the point comes for Fargo Davies, as Safransky and for Fargo Davies asking to see what the proper score should be, and we're going to get a substitution here. Right now we have 3-2 on the scoreboard. Carolyn Olson might be asking about a rotation or a potential point differential, as Fargo Davies will make the substitution here with Libner, alongside checking back in as Ellie Krenz. 3-2 Eagles here in set number two. Coming on will be Krenz to come into this serve. Again, he had 6 teams out in Bismarck: North, Davies, South, Shanley, West Fargo, and Cheyenne, all finished with 5-2 or 5-1 marks in that east-west crossover. And there comes an ace for the Eagles. Good find, good placement. Krenz gets the ace, her second of this match, and Fargo Davies gets up by 2. Krenz back on as she is. Dug out back left corner by Fargo South as they get to the 10-foot line. Running down the line and getting the kill for the Bruins. That's Miss Gard. Her third kill of the night, and Fargo South gets the side out, down by a point. Coming in, Dalby. Emma, the 6-foot junior middle hitter, 33% kill percentage so far here on the season. Dalby will come on and serve as she does. Dug out in the back, kept alive by Fargo Davies. They go to Wild. Wild tries to get the tip, but she runs out of real estate. And a point for the Fargo South Bruins. We're knotted at 4 apiece. Good movement right now in terms of, we haven't seen a really long volley yet between these two teams that has gone past 20 or 30 seconds, where it's 3, 4, 5 times over on either side. Opponent's been pretty quick here in this one. Here comes the serve. Dug out back right corner. Here comes the back set to Wild. Wild gets the kill. Good back set there by Krenz. Wild with her 5th kill of this volleyball match, and Saylor gets the dig. Fargo Davies on to serve. This will be with Wild. Weil comes on, serves this one, running jump serve, dug out, back left corner. Fargo South has to try to keep it alive. They get it over on 3. Good hustle. Here comes Krenz with the set, down the middle, blocked at the net, kept alive. Krenz back sets, and they get it into the net. Miller's hit down the middle was blocked, and Libner just was backpedaling, didn't get enough balance on that one. And now we're tied at 5 apiece between Fargo South and Fargo Davies. In the second set, Fargo South does have the advantage, 1-0 after winning the first set. If you just joined us, 25-21. Fargo South comes on to serve with Jackson. Jackson able to get it down the middle, dug out there by Davidson. Here comes a set by Krenz, blocked at the net but out of play. Saylor was blocked at the net by Deutsch, but it'll be out of bounds, and Davies will earn the point. And Davidson will come on to serve here for the Eagles. Davidson will come on for the little running jump serve. Dug out by Green, getting to the net. And now they try to get it over, and it'll be around the post and out of play. And Fargo Davies will take the point. Getting the net there was the setter Jackson. She got the set off. Just a kind of tough place to be there for Deutsch. A point for Davies, up 7-5. Davidson comes on, hits the net. Green absolutely lays out. They go back to Deutsch. She is blocked at the net. Davies keeps it over. They wanted a double hit. Now it goes to Davidson, comes near side. This one cross court right on the green, and a kill there for Saylor, her third of this match. It's now 8-5, Fargo Davies. And the Eagles faithful chanting, "Let's go Eagles," here inside the Bruin Den. Been a fun contest. Again, anytime you get a rivalry, when you get down 25th Street here, you have Fargo Davies, you have Fargo Shanley, you got Fargo South not too far off 25th Street. You get these schools playing against each other, especially when you have two programs like South and Davies with some expectations on them this year. You just kind of feel it when you walk in the gym. Here comes the serve, and it's going to be a service error on Davidson. South gets the side out and the point, down by 2. Fargo South with a rotation here as they'll come on to serve. Jen Gard will come on and serve. Gard will jump into this one as she does, dug out in the middle by Weil, kept alive. They go to the outside. Fargo South just can't quite get that with Gard, and good job on the kill coming down. Will be Libner. She gets the point. Fargo Davies now up by 3. Next match for Fargo Davies against Fargo North on September the 2nd. That'll be at 7 o'clock. As Safransky comes on and serves. She's got this one here, a little change up on the serve. Deutsch here has a chance, gets the tip. Safransky was there. Now it's going to be a deep push here by Fargo Davies guard. As it goes to the middle, now they come down. Malo hits that one into the net, and a point for Fargo Davies. It's now 10-6 Eagles. Fargo South will have the night off on Thursday before they get ready for their next game. Safransky comes on to serve. Fargo Davies will block this one at the net. Fargo South trying to keep this one alive, and Green with the all-out hustle just can't do it. It's 11-6 now Fargo Davies, and I think we're going to get our first time out of the second set. We'll break with them. Fargo Davies up by 5 in this second set. Fargo South, though, won set number 1, 25-21. You're listening to EDC Volleyball tonight on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Ada EDA is committed to improving the quality of life for Ada residents by providing assistance to new and small businesses, developing and assisting with affordable housing to provide economic growth in our community, and including building incentives with affordable lots in great locations with amenities, and also city property tax abatement and free city utilities. For information, contact City of Ada 784-5522 or visit the City of Ada website adamn.gov.
Here inside the Bruin Den between the Fargo South Bruins and the Fargo Davies Eagles tonight. Been a lot of fun and a really good crowd. Two teams that are into it. Just think a year ago at this time, you might have only allowed parents to come to the game and maybe just 2 tickets to each student. There were games in the Fargo Metro last year where nobody was allowed except the game officials, the players, coaches, the managers, and maybe 1 or 2 media jackals, and that was about it. So from where we are from a year ago, we'll take this. Here comes a serve by Safransky, and she gets the ace. Diving attempt by guard, just took a spin the wrong way. Safransky gets the ace, her first of this contest, and Fargo Davies now with their largest lead so far of set number 2 at 6. Green with the dig for Fargo South. Here it comes to the outside, going cross court, and oh, what an absolute dart by the Fargo South Bruins senior, Bryn Nelson. She goes cross court in front of the 10-foot line, able to kind of just see the Davies defense rotate a little bit, and comes across court there and gets the point and the kill. Here comes Green on to serve. Running jump serve dug out in the back right corner by Fargo Davies. Safransky sets this one cross court, no touch at the net, and it's going to be back-to-back points for the Bruins. That one just missed by Saylor. Green will come in and serve it again here for the Bruins. Green comes on. This one going to just go out of play. And a point for Fargo Davies. 13-8 Davies with the edge here on Fargo South as we're just passing the 8 o'clock hour. A volleyball match almost 40 minutes old. Here comes the running jump serve. Green with the dig. Fargo South gets it on the set as they go to the outside. Nice job by Safransky keeping that one alive, but we're going to get the kill here for the Bruins in Dalby. Give Jackson the assist. Dalby gets the kill, and coming on to serve is Wakala. Thirteen to 9 now, Fargo South down by 4. This one goes right over the net, getting over. Green with the dig, goes to the middle. Here comes the kill. Fargo Davies with Davidson keeps that one going, and they're going to finally get the kill, and this one will be with the Bruins and Bryn Nelson. Nelson gets the kill, her third. I think Fargo South, before Nelson had to kill that one, said, hey, that ball never went over the net and on the right side of the post. I think they had a pretty good reasoning, but fortunately for the Bruins, they get the point. Wild goes cross court. There was Green. Here comes Fargo South, they just bump it over on 3. Fargo Davies with Safransky near side. Wild blocked at the net. You got 3 Bruins on the floor as they keep it alive. They go to the outside. Davidson with the dig. Safransky with the dump. It goes right back over. Wild then into the net, and it's a point for Fargo South. The Bruins down 11-6 at one point here in set number 1. Now just down 13-11. Trying to win back-to-back sets here against the Eagles. Davidson digs, Safransky back set. Here it comes. Blocked at the net. Davies keeps it alive. Wild gets it, and she hammers it home. Oh, what a play by Fargo Davies with Davidson with Safransky alongside Saylor, and Wild able to bury that one. Starting to get some longer rallies or some more entertaining quick points. Wheeldon comes on to serve, and just a miscommunication in the back. Green looked to her left and thought that guard was going to get it. Guard looked to her right and thought the same on the opposite side. Instead, it's a ace for Wheeldon, and it's a 15-11 contest. Here comes the serve. There's going to be Green trying to track it down. They get it over on 2. Here comes the push. Fargo Davies, and Wild gets there, and Wild gets the kill. Fargo South wanted over the net again. Instead, it's going to be a point. Fargo Davies 16-11. 16-11 Eagles. And Wheeldon will come back on to serve. And right now we're going to get Green talking to the far side official. Just making sure we're getting the proper clarification. Again, if you're a captain, you can come over, talk with the official. The official will give the explanation, which will get relayed to the coach. 16-11. This is one of those, again, matches where Fargo Davies hasn't lost to Fargo South since 2014. So this is one of those where there is going to be some tempers, especially when you have a Bruin program which they feel like they have a chance to contend here in the EDC this year with their senior class, the mix of some underclassmen. It's a 5-point edge here for Fargo Davies after everything is taken care of. And Wheeldon will be on to serve. As she gets this one, back right corner, comes to the middle here for South Jackson. Dike down Broadway. There's the kill by Dalby. If you're not going to put up a wall on Dobby, good night. Dalby able to get the kill, her third. And the Bruins right now are down by 4, but you just wonder, can Fargo South do what they did in set number 1 and set number 2? That's come from behind and beat a very quality Eagle program. Here comes Holly on to serve, goes deep to the back right. Gonna be a back set. Wild comes down, she's blocked at the net. Miller keeps alive, but then we're gonna get a lift on the Eagles. Fargo South takes the point, they're down by 3. Fargo South with 1 timeout remaining in set number 1. Fargo Davies with 2. And the Bruins come on to serve with Holly. Holly, nice little running jump serve, almost gets the ace. Miller bumps it over on 3. Now it goes Jackson to the middle, coming down, and a kill. Dalby, another time right down Broadway. It's 16-14 Eagles. At 16-11 at one point here in the set, South has climbed back within 2. Holly comes on to serve as she does Safransky. Outside to Wild. Wild hammers one home. You want to talk about your answer and where you go right down the well. It's going to be with Davies and Wild. 17-14 Eagles. Fargo Davies on to serve here with Ellie Krenz, the 5'7" senior setter. As Krenz will come on, serving right to left as you see it here on your live event. And gets the ace. Krenz gets the ace. Davies gets the point, up now 18-4. Krenz with her third ace of this contest. And Krenz comes back on to serve. And chance for Davies to get a little more breathing room and try to put this second set away. This one, Jackson at the net. Kind of looked at it and said, I was looking, trying to maybe get the set or trying to get it over. Kind of lost herself in no man's land. Davies gets the point now, 19-14. And Krenz with one more quality serve can get Davies up to that 20-point mark. Here's the serve. It was quality. Green had to get down. She gets it. Here comes Dalby. And Dalby partially to blocked at the net, but it falls on Davies' side. So there's the kill. And she goes right on Miller. It's now 19-15 Eagles. Dalby comes on to serve. As Dalby comes on for this one. This one going to be dug out back right corner. Wild then bumps it over on 3. Dalby to Jackson. Jackson to the middle. Malo hits that one, gets it over and almost gets the point. Instead, it goes on the Eagles side, and going right down the sideline there was Wild for the point. Wild, she can just kind of place volleyballs where you're just kind of throwing darts, and that's what Wild's able to do, and it's 20-15 Fargo Davies, and we got a timeout on the floor. We'll break with them. Fargo Davies 5 points away from winning the second set here on your live events.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
Every business.
Back here on yourliveevents.com. Fargo Davies 20-15 here in set number 2, trying to tie this one up at 1 set apiece in EDC Volleyball. If you're just joining us, Fargo South won set number 1, 25-21. Rallying back, Fargo Davies trying to put the Bruins away here, who have used both of their timeouts in this second set. Coming on to serve is Ava Wild. Wild got the last kill, now she comes on to serve. This one dug on the back. They go to the outside as it's Tip there. Guard able to get it over on 3. Krenz goes back to Wild. Wild gets it over. There's Green. Now it goes Jackson outside. Guard! Oh, she delivers. Pulls the ripcord, does Guard. She gets the kill, her 4th of this match, and a side out by Fargo South. Bruins down by 4 in a little bit of a different position than in set number 1 where they closed it out. I'm going to have to try to come back here in set number 2. Here's the serve. Wild gets it alive. Krenz keeps it going. Get it over on 3. Here comes Miller. Miller tried to kill that one home. Goes to the outside. Fargo South comes in. Davidson gets all the way down. It's kept alive, and then she gets it over on the bump. What a play by Davidson, the libero for Fargo Davies. Deutsch comes across court. A sprawling effort by Krenz goes awry, and Deutsch gets the kill. Everything looks better when you're left. I don't care if you're pitching. I don't care if you're shooting a hockey puck or if you're punting. If you're a lefty, it just seems to go better. And that's exactly what Deutsch was able to do there. Fargo South down by 3. Here comes the service. So it goes over to the right-hand side. Wild with the dig, back set. Fargo Davies, and it's going to go out of play. So Fargo South gets another point here. Down by 2, 20-18. And getting a little interesting here in set number 2 as the Bruins will come on to serve. On to serve again is Madison Jackson, the setter. Fargo Davies with Wild. Now it comes down the middle, and we're not going to get a touch at the net off the hit with Saylor, or are we going to get a touch? We will not get a touch, it doesn't look like here. And it will be 19 points for South, 20 for Davies. And right now we're going to have the officials come across. It's a pivotal point, to say the least. It's either 20-19 Davies or it's 21-18 Davies. Davies gets a little breathing room and 1 point closer to trying to get to the ever important 25 and win set number 2. They will give it and award it to Davies off the touch. So South at 18, Davies at 21. Peyton Wingleitner comes off the bench asking for an explanation here for the Bruins. And now all of a sudden, what could have been a 1-point edge for Fargo Davies and South with the serve is a 3-point edge for the Eagles. And Davidson on to serve. And Fargo South will have to get ready for this one from Davidson. Davidson, little knuckler. Fargo South able to handle that one. Jackson across court to Deutsch, kept alive. Fargo Davies with Wheeldon gets it over on 2. Here comes Jackson, back set. Deutsch blocked at the net, but out. And a point for the Bruins. Fargo South down by 2 and with the serve. As coming on will be Guard, the 5'8 junior. 21-19, Fargo South down by 2. And we're going to get an official whistle here as they want to make sure that we got everything is all right on the net itself from the near official, making sure the post is okay. And we will get Fargo South to have a reserve here with Guard. This to try to bring Fargo South within 1. Guard with the serve. That one's going to go out of play and a service error, and Fargo Davies will take the point and get 1 point closer to 25. Davies with Safransky will sub back in alongside with Derringer. Safransky on to serve. 22-19. If Safransky can get out a run, Davies will try to even this at 1 set apiece. Here it comes. Jump serve dug out by Green. Kept alive. Now Green gets it over on 3. This one goes to Safransky. Safransky gets it over on 2, trying to get the set kill. Instead it goes outside. Here comes a tip by the Bruins and the kill. Bryn Nelson with the kill, and Fargo South now finds himself down by 2, and Green on to serve. Green gets in the far left corner of your screen as she'll run into this one. Little jump serve. Fargo Davies able to dig it out. Safransky near side, blocked partially at the net. Green with the dig. As trying to get there was Jackson. Deutsch gets it over on 3, and it was a chance at a block by Wielden. Instead, it's going to be a kill by Deutsch, and Fargo South now is just down by 1. 22-21 South, and the Bruin faithful chanting, "Here we go, Bruins." Green on to serve as she does. Goes to the back left corner. Davidson was there. Fargo South then just gets the miss hit. Trying to get the tip over was Dalby. Instead, maybe a little bit too much finesse. It's kind of like in basketball where you got such a wide open jump shot you miss. You kind of just think about it too much. And now Fargo Davies on to serve, up by 2, 23-21. There's the dig. There's this bump. There it goes over on 3. Safransky back set, outside, blocked at the net, and there is the kill. Derringer gets the kill, and the ever-important point for Fargo Davies, a chance to close out now set number 2. Here comes the second set. Running in this one, hits the net. And a point there for the Fargo South Bruins as they'll make a quick little substitution. As Fargo South with Wakala will come on to serve. As she does, dug out by Davidson. Here comes the front set to Wild. Wild with the kill, and that'll do it. Set number 2 goes to Fargo Davies. 25-22 Davies. So, after 2 sets, we're knotted at 1 apiece. We're back after this with the third set. You're watching EDC Volleyball tonight here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With YourLiveEvent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with Your Live Event.
Degelman does put the effort and time into their employees by training them.
It's something that you think you couldn't do, but you can actually do it because you were trained to do it.
Once I got my confidence up, now I just feel pride.
I'm very proud to be leading the team that builds the toughest product in the manufacturing and agricultural industry.
Welcome back inside Fargo South High School on this Tuesday night, knotted at 1 set apiece here in EDC Volleyball. Fargo South won the opening set 25-21. Davies came back with a 25-22 win in set number 2, and we'll see what the third one holds in store. Again, Fargo Davies looking to win their 14th straight match against Fargo South. The Bruins trying to beat the Eagles for the first time since October 21st of 2014, where they won here at Fargo South 3 sets to 1. As we come on, ready to get you set here in this third set between the Bruins and the Eagles. Fargo Davies will come on as they get this one over. There's Fargo South, and they get the kill. Fargo South, the middle. Emma Dalby gets the kill. And now it's going to go the other side here for the Bruins. Fargo Davies with Safransky. They give it to Miller. Miller's going to be across the net, and a point here for Fargo South here in this third set. So it's 2 quick points for the Bruins. Fargo South comes on to serve as they handle it, and they almost get the ace. This one able to go over on 3. Fargo South with Green down the middle. Dalby going to be blocked at the net, but will we get a net violation? We will. This one will be on Dalby. Fargo South will come on. Now down by 1 is Fargo Davies as they come on to serve. That one's going to get out of play, and Fargo South will now be up 3-1. As we have a quick chance at a substitution here for the Bruins. Fargo South will come on to serve. Matacek. This one gets over. Safransky near side. Wild with a nice hit. Fargo South a better job of getting the block, and then there comes the block there for the Eagles. And that'll be with Derringer. Derringer gets the block. And now Davidson will come on to serve here for the Bruins. It's now 3-2. Fargo South over Fargo Davies. Jackson with the set. Dalby gets blocked at the net, and Davies quickly ties this one up at 3 apiece here in the third set. Davidson comes on to serve, as she does. Green gets the dig, goes down the middle. Dalby blocked again. Wild and Wheeldon is there respectively, and Davies now has a 4-3 edge here in the third set. Davidson comes on to serve yet again. Just a little floater, knuckler. Jackson outside, goes run into the net. Good set. Just unable to get that one over was Guard, and Fargo Davies now up 5-3. Eagles trying to win back-to-back sets. Fargo South trying to get back a set ahead. This one joust at the net, won by Wild and Fargo Davies. It's now 6-3 Eagles here in this third set. On to serve for Fargo Davies is Davidson again. This one right down the middle. Going down and almost run into each other, a pair of Bruins. They do, however, get it over. Fargo Davies and Davidson back sets, gets a 10-foot line, and good hustle there by the Bruins to save the point, get the side out, and get the serve. Again, just hustle. Just find a way to get the volleyball over the net. You never know what might happen, and Fargo South looked in on the rights to give another point to the Eagles. Instead, they might have got away with one, and we'll see if they can take advantage here with Dalby serving. Here comes the serve, dug out in the middle. Nice pass. Safransky with the set to Wheeldon. Wheeldon gets it back right corner, dug out by South. They get to the 10-foot line, Dalby. Dug out by Davidson, 10-foot line, Safransky back to Dalby, into the net, and a point for the Fargo South Bruins. Davies just up by 1. Fargo South trailing 6-3. Trying to get 3 straight points and get back in this third set. Dalby with the serve. Comes to the middle to joust. One by Safransky for a second. And then we're going to get a violation here on Fargo Davies. So 3 straight points by the Eagles, and we're knotted at 6. The winner of this game will go to 6-2 on the season and 1-0 in conference play. Here comes the serve. Fargo Davies with Safransky, set wild with a deep push. This goes back right corner. Jackson goes to the outside. Fargo South blocked at the net. There is wielded alongside with her, Derringer, and give Derringer the block. Going to get a point for Fargo Davies. And a couple of substitutions for both teams. Fargo South with Krenz to come on to serve. 7-6 Eagles. Krenz comes on to serve. Nice one, back right corner, kept alive. Fargo South at the 10-foot line there with guard. That one going to be a block at the net. Fargo Davies with a couple of points. And some playing time right now for Fargo South. Back right corner, Marissa Walaka. Here comes Fargo Davies. They go down the middle. Nice pass. Here comes the set. Malo partially blocked at the net. Davies keeps this one alive as they go outside to Wild, and Wild gets the kill on the cross. Wild with her 9th kill of this volleyball match. And Davies right now gets the point, up 9-6. Here comes the serve, and it's going to be an ace. Fargo Davies gets the ace with Krenz. That's her 4th of this volleyball match. And Krenz will come out with another serve. This one goes down the middle, dugout. Fargo South gets to the 10-foot line. That's with guard. Guard gets it over on 3. Here comes Fargo Davies. Back set, kill, and that's in. Another point for the Eagles. Libner gets the kill, gets the point, and Davies now up 11-6 on your scoreboard. And a timeout by Fargo South. We'll break with them. The Fargo South Bruins up right now by 5 in the 3rd set. It's EDC Volleyball on your live event.
The Ada EDA is committed to improving the quality of life for Ada residents by providing assistance to new and small businesses, developing and assisting with affordable housing to provide economic growth in our community, and including building incentives with affordable lots in great locations with amenities, and also city property tax abatement and free city utilities. For information, contact City of Ada 784-5522 or visit the City of Ada website adamn.gov.
Inside Fargo South High School, Fargo Davies 11, Fargo South 6, and just like we saw in set 1 and set 2, Davies gets out to an early lead. South was able to rebound in set number 1 and come back and get a 4-point win, 25-21. They were unable to do so in set number 2, but got awfully close late, losing 25-22. Here comes the serve. After the timeout, we'll see what the Bruins draw up. They go outside, and Green with the pass. It goes into the net off the hit of guard, and Davies now leads it 12-6. So the Eagles will come on and try to continue this run that they have with the service of Krenz. Krenz with the little running jump serve again. Jackson tries to get it over, Wild with the partial. This one a joust at the net, and it's going to be won by Fargo Davies. Wielden able to get the point. It's now 13-6 Eagles. Krenz will come on and serve. Over the net, dug out in the middle. Fargo South tries to get over on 3, and it just can't get it over. Sometimes you just feel the momentum going to one team. That's what Davies has after the timeout. 3 straight points. And now it's their largest lead of any set at 8. Fargo South needs a side out desperately here. They get a deep push. Here comes Krenz with the set. Goes to Wild, partially blocked at the net, but Wild gets the kill. Wild now in double digits with their 10th kill tonight. It's 15-6 Davies over the Fargo South Bruins. And Fargo Davies will come on. This is going to be dug out. Goes to the middle. Deep push-up coming here. Davidson is there. Here comes the set. Wheeled in, blocked at the net, but she gets the kill. A double block off the deflection. A point here for Fargo Davies. And a timeout on the floor. It's 16-6 Eagles. We're back after this with the conclusion of the third set here from the Bruin Den on your live events.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
Every business.
Back here inside the Bruin Den, 16-6 Davies. It was 11-6 after the timeout, and they just continue to add on to it, 16-6. And for the Fargo South Bruins, a chance to regroup a little bit. Understand that it's going to take a lot to come back here in set number 3, but also try to feel a little bit better about yourself going into that 4th set if you do end up trailing 2-1, and try to get a little bit of rhythm back on your side. Right now, Krenz continues to serve, the senior setter at 5'7" here for the Eagles. Running jump serve as she does, as that's going to be out of play, and Fargo South gets the side out off the service error, but more importantly, they get a point. Chance to recollect themselves, get a couple of new girls out there in the rotation, and coming on to serve will be Jackson. Jackson, the junior setter. We'll see if she can get a little rally going here for the Bruins. Instead, it'll be a service error for a service error, and Fargo Davies one step closer here to closing out set number 3. Tied at 1 set apiece, but this one has had the intensity, it's had the environment. You can just feel it walking into the Bruin Den, particularly when these teams warmed up. You get a good student section, good crowd, and had a good volleyball match so far. A third straight service error combined, and Fargo South will get their 8th point of this set. Coming on to serve for the Bruins is Jen Gard, the 5'8" junior. She runs into this one. Fargo Davies trying to keep that one alive. Instead, it's going to be a point for the Fargo South Bruins. Good block right at the net. Fargo South with Bryn Nelson, a point for the Bruins, and here's what they need. They need to get on that little run, put some pressure here on Fargo Davies in set number 3. Running jump serve. Davidson was there. Back set goes outside. Fargo South gets the block yet again. Nelson alongside with Mela has just been a tough little avenue to crack there for Fargo Davies. And another point here for Fargo South. So that's 3 straight. We'll see if they can keep riding. This one goes into the net, a service error. In just as many minutes of this volleyball match, that it's 4 combined between the Eagles and the Bruins. Potentially side of some tired legs. Again, early on this season, you went out to Bismarck, played 7 matches. Those were just 3-setters. Now you get into a 5-set potential or a 4-set, as that one is out of play on the service error. And now it's just kind of getting late, like you would say in any contest. And here comes Green on to serve for Fargo South. This one gets over. Fargo Davies with Krenz, going to be blocked at the net. Krenz back sets, goes to the outside. Another block at the net. Libner got blocked by the interior by Dalby. And Fargo South in the last couple of minutes, whatever adjustment they made after that last time out, they've been able to play a little bit better at the net, particularly with that double block. Here comes Green. Green with the serve. Krenz back sets to Ava Wild. Green gets the dig. Now it's to Jackson. Here comes the tip. Fargo Davies keeps it alive. Krenz near side. And it's blocked at the net yet again. Dolby Dalby Malo putting on a poster show with Bryn Nelson. Fargo South gets the point. It's now 18-13. Fargo Davies, and South's not out of this one just quite yet. Green comes on to serve, and she almost gets the ace. Nice dig in the middle. Instead, we're going to have this one kept alive, and we will have a net violation here on Fargo South. So Davies gets the point. Now 19-13 here in the third set, and they'll come on to serve. But what was at one point 16-6 is now 19-13. So South has played better since the last time out. Safransky comes on to serve. Jackson comes on to set, and a nice find and a better delivery to Dalby. Dalby gets the kill, and we're starting to see this work for the Bruins. You can just tell they're finding a little confidence right now in terms of the rotation, their passing, and it starts right at the net. Fargo Davies with Safransky. She bumps it wild with a deep push on three. Green back right corner. Jackson goes across the far side. Fargo South gets it over on a push. Now it comes to the near side. Here's a partial block. Green, a little superwoman. Fargo South goes cross court. Wild was their longest rally of the match. Fargo Davies then gets the kill. It hits the net. Sailor says thank you very much, and a point Eagles. Well, that was one of the longer back and forth rallies we saw here in this EDC match between these two programs. And we'll get a substitution upcoming here for the Eagles. Mackenzie Savageau, the 5'7" junior, will come in. Savageau on to serve. This one goes to the middle. Fargo South comes on, and Dalby with another one. Bring out the gun show. Dalby with her 8th kill, and Fargo South now is just down by 5. I will continue to find Dalby down the middle. She has made a living out of that so far in this volleyball match. Fargo South on to serve with Hawley. Hawley with the running jump serve. Dug out back left. Here is Safransky. Near side Wild. Wild able to get the tip over. That one is going to be Jackson to the outside, and that goes to Guard. Jackson with the assist. Guard with the kill, and Fargo South down by 4. Bruins not going away quietly here in this third set. Hawley with the serve. Wild with the dig. Safransky back to Wild. Wild goes cross court. Green is there but can't quite get to it. And a kill for Ava Wild, and Fargo Davies 4 points away for winning set number 3. 21-16 Eagles. Davies on to serve with Davidson. Davidson, that one gets over the net. There's Jackson outside. Guard, and Guard gets the kill. Just like he draw it up, bump set spike, and Fargo South, again, you just feel like a bad gnat on the 4th of July, just not going away if you're an Eagles fan. If you're Fargo South, the question, did you dig yourself too much of a hole to come back here in the third set, down 16-6 at one point. Here comes the serve. Davidson with the dig. They keep it alive. They get it over on 3. It was Fargo South a chance to bury one home. They go outside at Guard again. Guard was blocked at the net. Nice job by Hawley keeping it alive. Guard then just a little bit too much on that one as it goes out of play, and Davies gets the point. 22-17. Davies will make a couple of substitutions as coming back in the contest is Libner, alongside with her is Krenz. Krenz, an ever-dangerous server, so far with 4 aces in this volleyball match. 22-17 Davies, 3 points away from earning the win in set number 3. And there is the, again, serve by Krenz. A point Davies, 23-17. Eagles try to close out set number 3 and get up 2-1, and for the first time tonight be up in that set column. Here comes Krenz yet again. This one, little change up, goes to Green. Jackson goes to the middle, blocked at the net. Green keeps it alive. It goes outside. Here comes the tip. Nice job there by Guard. Fargo South goes to the 10-foot line, and it's going to go across the post, and it should be a point for Fargo South, and there it is. A point for the Fargo South Bruins. As that one, again with the post, went closer to the official out of bounds than being in play, and a point here for the Fargo South Bruins. 23-18. If there's a time to make a rally, it's now. Service with Madison Jackson. Jackson comes on to serve. Dugout back left corner. Back set. Wild. Wild blocked at the net. Oh, it's the super sophomore. Tegan Malo gets the block. Fargo South has been very impressive here right at the net in set number 3 with a myriad of blocks. Comes a serve. Davidson with the dig. Krenz has that one with Wielden. Now it goes to Green for Fargo South. Near side Deutsch. Deutsch just got a little bit of the miss hit. Unfortunate there for Fargo South, and Davies takes the point up 24-19 here in set number 3. And Fargo South will need to reel off 5 straight points to at least get this one to 24-24 and make someone win with 25 or more points. Here comes a running jump serve. Dug out there. Jackson back set. Here comes guard into the net, and that is a final here in set number 3. Davies wins it 25-19. So set number 1 goes to Fargo South 25-21. Set number 2 into Davies 25-22, and set number 3 goes to Fargo Davies 25-19. We're back for set number 4 after this. You're listening to EDC Volleyball and watching here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With YourLiveEvent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with Your Live Event.
Degelman does put the effort and time into their employees by training them.
It's something that you think you couldn't do, but you can actually do it because you were trained to do it.
Once I got my confidence up, now I just feel pride.
I'm very proud to be leading the team that builds the toughest product in the manufacturing and agricultural industry.
Back here inside Fargo South High School tonight, it is EDC Volleyball here on YourLiveEvent.com. Chase Miller with you for the complete schedule of events this week. Go to YourLiveEvent.com. You can check out games that are happening in the North Dakota, Minnesota side of the Red River. North Dakota already got underway again last week. Minnesota getting underway throughout this weekend into next week after Labor Day. Next, Your Live Event broadcast here for EDC action is slated for Thursday between South and North. That'll be at 5 o'clock on Thursday. Third set goes to Davies, so they take it 2-1 as Green comes on to serve here for Fargo South, and that one goes out of play. And a point for Fargo Davies to start this fourth set. Here's what you need for a Bruin fan. Win set number 4 and then go into set number 5. Winner to 15 would be set number 5 for Fargo Davies. You're just hoping after Fargo South won set number 1 that you can win set 2, set 3, set 4, get out of Dodge, and don't have to worry about the Bruins till next month on September the 30th. Fargo Davies will come on and serve with Mackenzie Savageau. We've seen her get a little bit more work here in set number 3 and 4. Here comes an absolute monster of a spike. Emma Dolby delivers one and buries it home. Fargo South and Fargo Davies 1-1. Emma Dolby, a very talented junior here for the Bruins. Fargo South with 5 seniors on this roster. Wakala is a junior serving. Wild with the dig, kept alive by Miller. Davidson then gets it over on 3. Goes to the other libero there in green. Goes to the middle. Dolby just can't get that one to go. Went right on the net, rolled down the closest to us, and then just went on Fargo South side. So a point for Fargo Davies. It's now 2-1 Eagles here in set number 4. Here comes Davidson on to serve. Just gets it over, and it's going to be an ace. So Davidson gets the ace for Fargo Davies, her first of this contest. And Fargo Davies now with a 3-1 set lead here in the fourth set. Davidson on to serve. Dug out back right corner by Fargo South. Goes to the outside, and there's going to be a block by Davies. Green keeps alive. Back set. Here comes Dolby. Savageau, Davidson, back to Wild. Wild with a push, and she gets the kill. Fargo Davies up 4-1, and last set, Fargo South found themselves down 16-6. They came back and made it challenging for the Eagles, but again, how far is too much against any team, but much less the quality of what Fargo Davies has brought over the last decade. Dolby says, I don't care, as she gets the deflection off the middle block of Fargo Davies. Another kill there for Dolby. She's got double digits in this match, and we'll get a substitution. Amelia Hawley will come in and set to serve. It's a 2-point advantage here for Fargo Davies, and Hawley a chance to get Fargo South a little run. Good serve, dug out Safransky, back set, gets it over on 2. Jackson middle, Dolby, and that's a kill. Safransky and Davidson just ran into each other a little bit for the Eagles, and Fargo South with back-to-back points down by 1. 4-3 as the Bruins, again with Hawley, a chance to tie this one up early in set number 4. Here it comes. That one is over. Safransky keeps it alive, and Davidson gets it over. Now it goes all the way back to the 10-foot line. Here comes the middle. Dolby there over a double hit. Safransky then with the dig. Going back to Fargo Davies is guard one-on-one, and she gets the kill. Guard and alongside Dolby and Deutsch are having themselves a nice, fine match here for Fargo South and Fargo Davies. But particularly those 3 for the Bruins. Ava Wild without question for Fargo Davies. You've loved to see what Krenz has done at the service line. Wild gets it over. It's kept alive there by Green. Fargo Davies, and we're going to get a net violation here on guard, and she knew it. A point for the Eagles. Been kind of that 3-woman show again, or girls show for Fargo South and Dolby, Guard, and Nelson, and then great play by Laura Green and a good setter in Jackson for Fargo Davies. Wild without question, but you've seen Saylor, Libner add in, wheeled in at times or 2, and really good, again, libero play by Davidson, and then Krenz just when she's at the service line, already with 4 aces so far tonight, and Krenz with the serve there. Dolby goes to Krenz, who gets the dig, but Dolby will get the kill. Dolby now with her 11th, and we're tied at 5 apiece here in the fourth set. Fargo South will come on to serve, and this one will be with the aforementioned Dalby. Just over, and Dalby awfully close, and she gets it. She gets the ace, and Fargo South takes the lead 6-5 here in the fourth set. Dalby right now. And the Bruins trying to get to that ever-decisive fifth set. It's been a while. Here comes the serve, and that's going to be out of play, and a service error here on the Bruins. Last time the Eagles and the Bruins played to a fifth set, that was September 4th of 2014, in which Davies won 3-2. The Bruins will love to get to a fifth set, just change the script. Joust at the net, won by Jackson. Fargo Davies pancaked it, kept it alive, and they're going to say it's a point or not. They will award the point. They will award the point. As everyone's looking around right now, they will award the point to Fargo Davies. It's 7-6 Eagles. They got the pancake, kept it alive, and sometimes as you hear play to the whistle, that's what the Eagles were able to do, and they just stole a point. Green with a nice dig. Jackson goes outside. That's going to be to guard and block at the net by Weldon. Fargo Davies now 8-6 here in set number 4. The Eagles, after being down by one set early, 25-21, came back and won the last two sets and trying to put this one away as they get ready for another volleyball match against Fargo North on September the 2nd. This one just gets over. Fargo Davies able to keep it alive into the 10-foot line to guard, and that one goes into the net. 9-6 Davies, and we might get a timeout here by the Bruins, or we'll get a rotation. Get a rotation. Matacek will check in. Naya, the junior, 5'5", outside and defensive specialist. Here comes the serve by the Eagles. Wild on to serve. A diving sprawl attempt by Fargo South, then kept alive by Green. Fargo Davies comes near side. This one going to be a kill and a little bit of a facial there for the Eagles. Saylor gets that one to go, and it's 10-6 now, Fargo Davies. Keep that one written down because, again, it's kind of felt like Fargo South has always been playing with a little bit of an uphill climb, but they've been able to get almost to the top more times than not. Jackson serve, and we're going to get a lift here. And now it's 11-6. Fargo Davies over Fargo South. And Fargo Davies will be on to serve. Here comes Wild. Wild running jump serve, and she gets the ace, and we're going to get a timeout here by the Fargo South Bruins. It's now 12-6 Eagles. We're back after this with the fourth set. You're watching EDC Volleyball on your live events.
The Ada EDA is committed to improving the quality of life for Ada residents by providing assistance to new and small businesses, developing and assisting with affordable housing to provide economic growth in our community, and including building incentives with affordable lots in great locations with amenities, and also city property tax abatement and free city utilities. For information, contact City of Ada 784-5522 or visit the City of Ada website adamn.gov.
Inside the Fargo South High School Bruin Den, Fargo Davies has jumped out to a 6-point edge here in the fourth set, up 2-1. Chase Miller with you here on your live event. Why don't you check out Your Live Event on Twitter and Facebook, or go to our website, yourliveevent.com. If you're new to our platform, the cool thing, it's absolutely free, and you can watch on demand as many times as you want. Go back from last year or 2 years ago and check out any of our games by searching Your Live Event on YouTube, or go to yourliveevent.com. Here comes Fargo South after the timeout, and they get the kill. Gonna drop the play. Matacek gets her first kill of the game, and for the Fargo South Bruins, more importantly, they get the points. And getting on to serve here for Fargo South is going to be the setter in Jackson. Jackson at 5'7", a junior, comes on. This one be dug out back right by Wild, then just Weldon and alongside Krenz run into each other, and no one was there, and Fargo South gets the point. Now down by 4. Here's what the Bruins needed after that timeout. A couple points to go your way and try to get that rally going. Here comes the serve. Dug out in the middle by Davidson to Krenz. Weldon blocked at the net, and we're going to get a net violation on Weldon. 3 straight points to the Bruins, and they cut that 6-point deficit in half here in the 4th set. Fargo South again needs to win to keep their hopes alive of knocking off the Fargo Davies Eagles. Fargo Davies 1-4 to start the season, lost 2, then 1-1. They're trying to go back-to-back. Fargo South trying to win their 3rd straight here of the season. And we're going to get a rotation error and a rotation violation against Fargo Davies. So South now has reeled out 4 straight points after the timeout and has put themselves right back in this volleyball match. Fargo South on to serve. Back left corner. This one, Krenz, back set, and then Green was there for a sprawling attempt on the outside, but Fargo Davies able to get the point and the kill. But South did what it needed to do, down 12-6, get it back to 12-10, give Davies a point. Now they just need a quick little side out and try to put some more pressure on the Eagles. Weldon, though, she has other ideas serving for the Eagles. Green with the dig. There's Jackson with the set. Goes to Malo as she just gets it over on 3. Krenz near side. This one goes right down the side, and that's going to be a kill for Saylor. Fargo Davies, little rally of their own right now, up 14-10, 11 points away. It'd be a little early in volleyball to consider 11 points away to winning this volleyball match, but again, first one to 25, win by 2, and Fargo Davies has found themselves a little breathing room as they come on to serve with Wielden. Wielden on the serve, a service there. Fargo South will take it, down by 3. Fargo South, after tonight, they'll have a little time off in between their next volleyball match. They will host Grand Forks Central on September the 7th. Then they travel to Devil's Lake for an ever-important 2-point contest against the Firebirds on September the 9th. Here comes the serve. That one's over. Krenz near side, and there's going to be another kill. This one for Saylor as she goes right down the line for the Eagles. It's now 15-11, Fargo Davies over the Fargo South Bruins. Fargo Davies with Safransky on the right-hand side will come on and serve. Safransky's played a nice job here, part of 2 setters who get some rotation, her and Krenz, for Coach Olson and the Eagles. This one's just going to have to be a push. There it is. Wild saw it. Safransky near side as it goes down, and Saylor gets another kill. Saylor with her 8th kill of this volleyball match. Davies now up by 5 here in set number 4. And Safransky on to serve. Safransky with the changeup. Green was there at the 10-foot line. Back set by Jackson. There's Deutsch, and Wild got her right fist on it, but it went nowhere, and Deutsch gets the kill, her 8th of this volleyball match. No matter what, one thing that might be a difference maker as these 2 teams continue to play throughout the season is just a little bit more depth for Fargo Davies in terms of who Carolyn Olson is playing on the floor compared to what we've seen so far from Peyton and Fargo South, as we have a violation on the double hit. Fargo South gets the point, down by 3. But the one thing is, the Bruin players who are playing definitely tell they got a lot of confidence in each other and what they've been able to do. A team from last year went 11-17 overall. This looks like a program that should finish well over 500. And there's the ace. The Bruins and the libero and Laura Green, the 5'4" senior, hammers one home for the ace. Down by 2 as Fargo South as Green comes back on to serve. Chance to bring the Bruins within 1. Here it is, a little bit of a changeup by the 10-foot line. Safransky with the set. Here it gets over on the tip. Now it's Deutsch back set, able to get a deep push. Safransky's there. Davidson can't track it down in front of the student section, And Fargo South now is down by 1. 16-15 Eagles. Well, the Bruins are humming their way back. Green with a chance to tie with an ace potentially for the Bruins. Here it comes, Davidson. Now it goes to Wild. They just got to bump it over on 3. They do with Miller. There's Green. There comes the set. And there's the spike. Guess who? Emma Dalby right down the middle. Give Jackson the assist, and we're tied at 16 apiece. It was 12-6. 12-6 at one point. It's a 10-4 run for Fargo South here in set number 4. Here it comes. Green on the serve. Wild as they try to get it over on 3. They do a Sailor. 10-foot line. Here comes Jackson outside. Cross court. Wild keeps it alive. Safransky near side. Sailor goes to the left. Green with the ricochet. But then can't keeping that one going was Jengar, but not for a lack of hustle and effort. Davies gets the side on the point at 17-16 Eagles as they make a substitution, and Savageau will check in as the Eagle student section is chanting, "Let's go Eagles." Here it comes. Jackson back set at the net. Little joust one by Fargo South. Now it goes cross court out of play. Hitting that one across the way was Derringer, and a point for the Bruins. It's 17-17 here in the fourth set. Fargo South again won set number 1. 25-21, only to see Davies win the next two, 25-22 and 25-19. Fargo South comes on for the serve. Savageau gets close for a lift. Wild was off balance, and she hits that one on a play, and it's now 18-17 Bruins. Again, Fargo South in this set, down 12-6, comes storming back, and now a chance to get a little bit of an edge. Davidson, Safransky, Wild gets the kill. Go to where your bread is buttered, and that's Ava Wild, and it's 18 apiece here for Fargo Davies and Fargo South. This has been as advertised. Sometimes you come in, teams playing across the West, across the East. Some years the WDA, some years the EDC is better, but two teams with 5-2 records have put on a show here on a Tuesday. Jackson backs it. Dalby tries to get it over, and Wild was there with the block. So she just got the kill. Wild gets the block. It's now 19-18. Davies over Fargo South here in set number 4. Davies with 2 timeouts, South with 1 timeout remaining in this set. Green with the dig, Jackson set outside, and it's going to be blocked at the net, but they can't get it over. It's going to be a 4 and a point for Fargo Davies. Fargo Davies right now 20-18. Peyton Weglichner, the head coach, letting her team play through it. Here comes the serve, and it's going to go into the net, and a service error on Fargo Davies. South gets the point. They'll make a rotation. Amelia Hawley will come in, the freshman, at 5'4". She'll have a chance to give Fargo South a little rally. Here comes the serve. That goes into the net, and a service error. A service error for a service error. Davies will take it, gets them one step closer to 25, and they'll get a couple of substitutions as Davies will have Limner alongside with Krenz will checking into the contest, and Krenz again has put on a show at the service line so far here tonight. A running jump serve. Green was there. Goes to Jackson outside. That's guard. Partially blocked at the net, but it hits the pole. Out of play and a point for Fargo Davies. 22-19, and we're going to get a timeout, I believe, here for Fargo South, and we will. We'll break with them in the fourth set. It's Davies 22, South 19. We're back to wrap up set number 4 after this. It's EDC Volleyball and your live event.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
Every business.
Back here inside the Bruin Den, Fargo Davies 22-19. And Krenz back on to serve. Fargo South now with 0 timeouts remaining throughout this set. Davies with 2. Fargo South again needs to win this set to get to number 5 here tonight. Fargo Davies on to serve with Krenz. Here it comes. Nice dig by Hawley to keep it going. Fargo South then gets it over on 3. Here comes Krenz near side. Wild partially blocked at the net, then off a green in the back. And a point for the Fargo Davies Eagles. Fargo Davies 23-19, now a chance to get to the potential check, if you will, and then get to checkmate. Here comes Krenz. Little running jump serve. Dug in the back. Hawley has to keep it alive. Now they just got to get it over on 3. Dalby with the miss hit. And here comes Fargo Davies. 24-19 Eagles. And Fargo Davies 1 point away from putting this one away and getting to 6-2 on the season. Krenz serve in the middle, kept alive. This one goes to Guard. Guard just gets it over on 3. As it goes near side, Wild blocked at the net. Davidson is there. She bumps it over on 3 for the Eagles. Jackson in the middle. Dalby blocked at the net, partially kept alive by Wielden. Davidson gets it over on 3, out of play, and a point in Fargo South, and their pulse is still alive. 24-20 Eagles over the Fargo South Bruins, and Fargo South needs to rally here with 4 straight. On to serve is Emma Dalby. Dalby comes on to serve, that goes down the middle. Davidson, and there's an ace. There's number 1. Need 3 more here for Fargo South in terms of points, as they are currently down 24-21. Here comes Dalby. That one, Davidson with the dig. Krenz goes to the middle, partially kept alive. Dalby's there. Hawley keeps it going. And now they get it over on 3, but out of play, and the Fargo Davies Eagles will win this contest 3-1 over the Fargo South Bruins. A dandy of a volleyball match, and these two teams will play a little bit under a month from now on September the 30th at Fargo South, but it was a great volleyball match here tonight. 25-21 in set number 4. Fargo Davies wins it 3-1. We're back with our post-game show after this here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With YourLiveEvent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with Your Live Event.
Degelman does put the effort and time into their employees by training them.
It's something that you think you couldn't do, but you can actually do it because you were trained to do it.
Once I got my confidence up, now I just feel pride.
I'm very proud to be leading the team that builds the toughest product in the manufacturing and agricultural industry.
As we're back here for the post-game show, as we get you ready for the rest of the week here on your live event, and alongside we get you set for what's coming up next for both of these programs. Fargo South won set number 1, 25-21, and then you saw Fargo Davies come back and win it again, 25-22, 25-19, and 25-21. And now the Eagles improve on the season to 1-0 in conference play and 6-2 overall. Fargo South drops to 5-3 overall and 0-1 in conference play. And it's 14 straight matches that Davies has beaten the Fargo South Bruins dating back to October 21st of 2014. And if Davies wins on September the 30th, you can add another one to that list. Up next for Fargo Davies, a game with Fargo North on September the 2nd at 7 p.m. Then at Wahpeton on September the 7th. For the Fargo South Bruins, their next game is on September the 7th against Grand Forks Central, upcoming here for the Fargo South Bruins. But taking a look at both these programs, two teams that have a lot of heavy hitters. A couple of Fargo South player standouts. Madison Jackson in terms of what she does as a setter. Laura Green always seems to keep the ball in play. And then there's a couple of girls in the middle, whether it's Dalby at 6 foot, a guard on the outside. You have Deutsch, the lefty, at 6 foot, and Malo at 6 foot, the sophomore. That is a power bunch here for the Fargo South Bruins. And at times we saw Fargo South control the net against Fargo Davies. On the opposite side for the Eagles, there's a reason why Ava Wild as a junior was an all-EDC selection, and if she continues to play this way, we'll probably see her as an all-EDC player and even potentially an all-state player here in 2020 for the Fargo Davies Eagles in terms of what they were able to do here in 2020 from last year from Wild and 2021 as the season continues. Krenz and Savageau, nice job as setters going back and forth. Krenz and Safransky, nice job as setters going back and forth. Libner on the outside. You have Miller and Wielden with some size. And then what we saw from Saylor, particularly in the fourth set, going down the line on the near side between the two benches. She was working that really well, but Wild is where it starts. Then Krenz just does a really good job at the service line. Taking a look at what we've seen so far this season, again, the top 6 teams after the East-West showdown was North, Davies South, Shanley, West Fargo, and Cheyenne. We'll see how they continue to grow, but Fargo South trying to do something they haven't done since 2014. That's make a state tournament, and this is a team that can possibly end that drought. Still very early. We'll see how the teams continue to find themselves as the year continues. This volleyball match, by the way, finished just under 2 hours, about 1 hour and 49 minutes here tonight at Fargo South High School. Again, Fargo Davies wins it 3-1. Upcoming throughout the rest of the week in EDC action here on your live event. Thursday at 5 o'clock, it's South against North at South in boys soccer. Then on Friday night, we have Fargo South and Fargo North for football. That'll be at 7:30. For the complete rundown and the schedule, go to yourliveevent.com. Check us out on Twitter and alongside Facebook as well. Again, your final 25-21 in set number 4. Davies wins it 3-1. I'm Chase Miller. Have a great rest of your Tuesday night and week. We'll talk to you from the soccer field on Thursday at 5 o'clock between Fargo South and Fargo North. And for a complete rundown on our schedules, go to yourliveevent.com. Have a great rest of your Tuesday night and a great rest of your week here on your live events.